Good morning, everybody. I know it's like super duper early, but thank you for being here if you are here. Or if you're watching the playback, welcome. Hello. I know probably like half our readathon Discord is sleeping at the moment, but if you're here, hi, let's get some reading done. Let's defeat some villains. Um, Let me know what you guys are currently reading. I'm working my way through some novellas, like the Amazon original stories. I got a couple through NetGalley, and I uh, recently like checked out the ones on Kindle, the Summer Lovin' series. So I just started with Some More of You by Tessa Bailey. And the ones I had read before were part of like a short story collection. I forget what it was called. Let me see. It was called, or it is called, The Edge of Everything. So the book I had read and finished last night is called The Price of Admission by Dustin Tao. And then this morning, as I was walking my dog, I listened to Back to You by Anne Liang. So those are like super short, um, just like really quick, easy ways to get some reading done and boost my NetGalley score. So that's what I've been up to this weekend so far. I did finish, I had another book I was trying to finish for sightseeing, which is this one, Hopelessly T-voted, and it was really cute. I ended up giving this 4 stars. So I did that for sightseeing. But yeah, I think pretty much most of my day I'm gonna spend working on some of these novellas. I think, um, let's see. I have this book that I got from a PR company, The Unwilling Bride by L. Steele. It's just chunky, which is why I haven't started it. But it has like some art to it that makes me really want to read it. Like this is like a page in the book, which I thought was really cute. So, I don't know. I might try this one. Oh, that's cute. Where was it? They like did a good job with their formatting. Yeah, so you know how like, oh well, they messed up that part, but it's okay. Yeah, like so there's text bubbles in here, which is really cute. Usually you just get like me, blah blah blah, you, blah blah blah. But this seems like it would be some sort of romance. I got sent it by a PR company, so they sent me the audio and the physical. So I would like to read it, and I don't know. I have a lot of driving to do today. So my plans, why I'm sprinting so early, other than being an early bird, is this morning, or sorry, today, earlier in the day, I guess, afternoon, I'm going to a book thing. I don't know if it's a book convention. It's just kind of like a bunch of authors are going to be there. It's like local indie authors. I think they're all like romance or romance adjacent authors. So I'm going to go to that. That's not too long. It's only from 12 to 4. So I wasn't planning on being there that long, but I'm going to go to that. And then this afternoon, well, evening, my day's like really shifted. I'm going to go pick up my friend from the airport. She's flying from New Zealand. So if you guys know Study with Laura, she's going to be staying with me for the next week. And then the week after, she has a conference that she's going to. So I was like, yeah, you're welcome to stay here. I got a guest bedroom. You're welcome. Um, so yeah, we're gonna hang out, potentially do some productivity streams together throughout the week. We'll see. I mean, I still gotta work. She's like kind of on vacation, but I gotta work. Um, so that's kind of my big plans for today. But all this driving, I have to drive like an hour to the book thing and like about an hour to the airport. Um, that is gonna be some good reading time. So I'm not sure if I want to do it with like a longer book for sightseeing or if I want to just like knock out a bunch of these little novellas. And it's kind of hard because I'll be so busy during the day that I don't know if I'll have time to keep up with like what villains are we on. So I'm gonna try, but we will see. Um, okay, let me see what you guys are up to. Let me know what you're reading. We have Elena here. Good morning, reading Matrix by Lauren Groff. Currently on page 22, two chapters read. Very nice. Good morning, Carlene. I'm so happy for morning sprints as well. I know that I do really well with morning sprints and like when I'm like trying to be productive for work and stuff. So I love a good morning sprint. Sometimes like when people sprint at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I'm like, that's when my brain's dead. So I like the morning sprints. Good morning. Woke up like 10 minutes ago. Coffee is definitely on order for this morning. I'm just waiting for mine to cool down. So it's like blistering hot right now. Good morning, Ashley. Go Team Geronimo. Hello, hello. Finishing up fundamentally. Good morning, Allie. Hello. I'm reading a nonfiction on African girlhood. I'm in academia, and it's for a book review, but it's super interesting and can still defeat villains. I love that. I love when you can like multitask or like fit things in, um, into a readathon. Girl, I read this as currently going through a divorce. I was like, oh no, currently reading the divorce. How is it? Hello, Sarah. Happy Saturday. Currently listening to Sweet Berries by C.M. DaCosta, which is the next book after Morning Glory Milking Farm. Today feels like a smutty romance day to me. Every day feels like a smutty romance day for me. Um, I didn't know that this was another book by her. Let me actually pull this up. I still need to read Morning Glory Milking Farm, which, hey, maybe I can fit that into my weekend. We'll see. But I'll add that to my list as my Goodreads is like so slow. That's where I add my all my want to read books. Hello, Abby. I'll be finishing up You Did Nothing Wrong and starting Dear Debbie for book clubs. Glad I can fit my binges of them for pages. Yes. People in Europe appreciate the early sprints. I bet. I appreciate them too because like sometimes I have people in Europe that are starting at like 10 a.m. their time, but it's like 5 a.m. for me. And sometimes I'll be sitting here just like working. I'll do stuff like I'll just be awake early and I'm like, well, just start working. So I appreciate it too. I finished Onyx Storm last night. No idea what to pick up next. That book is haunting me. So um I remember when it first came out, I took the day off to read it, and I don't know what happened, but I didn't get very far. I think what I was doing was I was trying to finish my reread of book two, and then I got like 11 chapters into three, and I haven't finished it yet. But I was haunted by it because last night it doesn't look like I did anything here, but up there I was, let me see, organizing, so it looks cleaner up here. Not down here though. I was trying to organize my bookshelves, but I was like, let me stop because I should probably film this. But yeah, up here is where the plant is all of the Fourth Wing books. And I was like, oh no, that's a book I should probably not put so high up because then I won't be able to reach it. I need to be able to reach it to read it. But I do have this little step stool, so I'll be fine. Good morning from the UK, reading Murderbot, having a lot of fun with it. Very nice. Let me actually look this up because I feel like this has been a a book that has been, oh, it's a series. Okay. Oh, have I read this? All Systems Read. Oh, okay. Let me check these out. Maybe I can get them through my library, but I keep hearing about these ones, and now I'm kind of like, should I read them? Good morning, Alicia. How are you? Good morning. How are you, Lauren? I have about 45 pages left of my book, Just Friends by Haley Pham. I want to finish it today because I'm going on my cruise tomorrow. I want to start a new book. What are you wanting to start tomorrow? And also, that's very fun, a cruise. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Excited for sprints. It's 6 a.m. here. I'm looking forward to coffee and figuring out what to read next. Yes, it's 7 a.m. here, so not too far behind you or ahead of you. Good morning, Brandy. Getting coffee, reading Harvest Season. I need to catch up with my Bryn Weaver books. I feel like she's pumping them out. I love Murderbot, especially the audio series narrated by Kevin R. Free. Pure gold. All right, you guys have convinced me. Um, it's amazing. The audio version is narrated by Kevin. Okay, I will have to check this out. Be reading Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen. I'm really enjoying it. I hear nothing but good things about this series. Hello, Ren. Good morning. Still a little groggy. I'll be up and reading in a bit. Yes, I feel you. I'm a little groggy, but I'm here. I'm excited to be here. Good morning, Lexi. Still not fully awake. All good. What are you planning to read this morning? Finishing off Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. I hear good things about this one as well. Not usually up this early, got woken up by my significant other saying the dog got loose. Luckily, the dog came to the porch a few minutes later and we got him back in the house. See, my dog, she knows that basically, like, if I call her, she comes because I'm the one who feeds her. If she runs away, no one's going to feed her. And she is very food driven. I'm not sure what I'm going to start tomorrow. Maybe something beachy, but my TBR is huge now. And I'm a cruise girl. This is my 25th cruise. Wow. I've never been on one. I have two other cruises planned this year, so I'll have 27. That is amazing. What about The Shippers by Catherine Center? It's kind of like it's a like Fade to Black romance, but it's set on a cruise ship. So I don't know if you're into like Fade to Black or if you like spicier books, but that's like the first one that came to mind because it's on a cruise ship. 27 by the end of the year. That's amazing. Good morning, Kay. Listening to the audiobook of The Full Moon Coffee Shop. That sounds really cute. And trying to finish Ocean Light by Nalini Singh today. Need to log my pages from yesterday first. Yes, don't forget to keep logging all your pages, everybody, whether it be for um, past legs, current legs, sightseeing, villains for Face Off Weekend, like whatever you're doing, just keep up with logging. This is like not a readathon that you want to wait till the end to put everything in. You want to try to do it week by week. Or sorry, uh submission by submission, not week by week. So you want to do it like as you're reading. Leandra's been talking about Murderbot. The eighth book recently came out. It's a great series. Well, Leandra has some great recommendations, so I should definitely check this out. Oh no, I might pick up Vicious Fae because read along that I'm behind on, but I don't like Ruthless Boy so far. You guys might need to like hit me over the head with a book because what you can't see here on this book cart is that bottom row is the Zodiac books I gotta, sorry, not the bottom, the middle row is the Zodiac books I gotta catch up with, and the whole shelf looks black, but because all the books are black, but I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven of them to catch up with. I'm really bad on my own read along. I need to go to summer school. I'm stubborn and refuse to skip the books or DNF. That's how I am as well. I refuse to like start the next book if I haven't started Ruthless Boys, so I maybe I should do that. I read a lot of beach, some romance, mystery, and can't talk, thriller. Um, do you have a favorite? Like, is there a particular favorite of yours that you've read on the beach? The first one that comes to mind, it's not a beach read per se, but I remember reading it on the beach and I was crying. But it is The Best Worst Thing by Lauren Oakey. She actually has another book coming out in a couple days called Trope Sick, which I'm so excited to start. Good morning, Julie. How are you? I've been submitting every 50 pages. I just submitted my first two this morning, so I'm a little behind on catching up. I feel bad, like I didn't even contribute to the first couple of villains that got defeated, but I guess didn't matter for our team. Hello, Sarah. I'm listening to Jealousy Filled Donuts while at work. Ooh, Jealousy Filled Donuts. That sounds fun. Good afternoon. Just had lunch reading Project Hail Mary Physical and Monsters and Mainframes audio. Well, if this is your first time reading Project Hail Mary, you're definitely in for a treat. If not, if it's a reread, you're still in for a treat. And I've heard great things about Monsters and Mainframes. Like, I actually really want to pick this one up. My friend Laura, that's coming, she read it and she said that I would like it. And it's funny because I recommended Project Hail Mary to her and she loved it. She's also a space person. Like, she is a I don't want to say like an astrophysicist, but I think that's like her focus in school. She's a physics student, but I think her focus is like astrophysics. The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren's a great beach read if you haven't read it yet. That is true. I don't have a favorite book per se, but I will tell you, Frida McFadden is amazing. She's one of my go-to. I love Mary Kate Andrews, and I'm pretty much open to reading a lot of books. Yeah, so if you like Mary Kate Andrews, you probably would like Catherine Center. So I would check out her books. It's just turned afternoon here, but I woke up late, so my body feels like it's closer to 7 a.m. So I'm having brunch before any reading gets done. Plan after is Sims 4 and audiobook. Very nice. I haven't gotten into fantasy, and everyone tells me I should, so I might have to try that. I have a 5-week sabbatical coming up, July 4th to August 9th, for being with the bank for 20 years. Look at you. Oh my gosh. Um, Good fantasy, I would suggest for beginner fantasy people. Probably like, yes, the hyped up books like ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, if you like Fourth Wing, Silver Elite. So like those ones for sure. And then from there, I think that might help give you some idea of what do you like. Um, like, I don't know. I think it would be more helpful to have an understanding of what you like when you start with some of the basics, is what I call them. If you like mixing your murder and romance, Ship Happens by Lauren Beale was a fun time. Ooh, I love that. I'm really big into like horror romance. So like horror romance. Um, and I do have a Lauren Beale book. I actually have I don't know what this is, but my friend told me to read it and I had it on my shelves. And it's kind of short. Let's see. It's under 300 pages, but it's some sort of dark romance. Oh, it's very dark, so check your triggers. But I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll read that. Maybe I'll pick it up for sightseeing or something. First time reading Project Hail Mary. Got it from the library after watching the movie. I've heard great things. Monsters and Mainframes is also great thus far. I'm jealous that this is your first time reading Project Hail Mary. Like, it's such a good book. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I I think I like fangirled the entire time I was watching the movie, and I was crying the entire time watching the movie. So I absolutely adore it. Like I need to get the physical copy. I'm not sure if it's out already or if it's coming out soon, but I need to get the physical just to like have it. Um, okay. I was like, what is my library saying? I was hoping they would give me another audiobook. They would be like, hey, your audiobook's ready. They're just telling me that my husband's renewal went through for War and Peace. So he's almost done with it, but gave him some more time to read it. So I have the whole summer to read. I'm excited. I love this for you. Lauren, did you read Frida's Pick Your Poison book? I was dying, pun intended, with a few of the endings. Um, Wait. Have you read Skyward? Oh, Brandon Sanderson is probably another staple for a lot of fantasy people. It's like, well, the fantasy I recommended was like romantasy, but I think Brandon Sanderson is more like actual fantasy, like just fantasy focused. Have not read the book, but I've heard good things about it, so that's going on my TBR as well. I might read that. Ship Happens. I'll check that out. Always recommend cozy fantasy for newbies as it gently introduces the fantasy elements. So we have Cursed Cocktails by S.L. Rowland. That does it well. It's sweet and cozy, but does have magical elements. Jealousy Filled Donuts is a cozy mystery. Sounds like it would be. It's all of those cozy mystery titles sound so cute. Hello, I'm gonna start with reading A Morbid Taste for Bones. Oh, that sounds like a fun morning read. I've not read that Frida book yet. Oh, so I might have to go in your TBR. Okay, well, let's get to reading, guys. I've been yapping for 20 minutes, so let's get to reading. I think what I'm going to try to do is 3 45-minute sprints, and if I keep my yapping to a minimum, or like within a 15-minute time frame, we should be good right before Mel starts at 10:30. So it's 7:19 for me, but Mel's starting at 10:30. I'm all in Eastern time, so let's try to get started. Good morning. I feel like I've read S.L. Rowland. Well, maybe you have. Okay, let me switch over. So 45 minutes on the clock, get your coffee, get your water, get your tea, whatever you drink, go eat some breakfast, some brunch, lunch, dinner, and let's get to reading. Happy sprinting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How was your sprint? I'm like 60 something percent through S'more of You by Tessa Bailey. I'm gonna be honest, I'm real bored. Like the writing is really boring. Um, and I was also just like updating my reviews and I have everything like on a spreadsheet that I track. I tried to clean off my desk a little bit. I have like a bunch of books here um that are kind of like on deck or like what I want to remember to read sooner rather than later. So I showed you some earlier. I'll kind of show you some more. So okay, this was the one I showed you earlier. The Unwilling Bride. So PR company sent this, so I got to read that sooner rather than later. These are some books that I'm trying to read for Villains and Vixens, which I'm going to next month. My friend gave me a copy of her book, so I would like to read this. And then I got a couple of arcs from Imaginarium this past weekend. So this one is The Darkness Bites Back by Laura Samotin and Ben Alderson. And then I also got Danielle Jensen's new book, Defy the Dusk. This one's really big. It's like almost 700 pages. So these are just things I want to make sure get priority. And then, of course, I'll get some more and be like, okay, well, the pile just never stops. This is why I have chaos going on behind me and I need to like unhaul things. So it's crazy here because this isn't everything. There's a closet over here that has books that I'm already trying to unhaul, but I wanted to do like some content around it because I know I love seeing that stuff. So I want to like make my own spin on things. I think I'm just gonna go like shelf by shelf and be like, all right, what's staying, what's going. Um, I'm not sure if it would make sense to do like a haul and an unhaul in the same thing because, for example, like some of these books that aren't put away over here are things I got from a Polycon, like a bunch of arcs and stuff. So I'm like, should I do a separate haul or should I put it all with an unhaul? It would be an insanely long video because literally I'd be going through all of these shelves. Um, but yeah, that's kind of a project that I would like to work on. I'm just trying to get myself to a point where I'm caught up with work. Although I don't know if I ever will be, so maybe I should just do, just thinking out loud. Maybe I should just do, like I said, shelf by shelf and film in pieces. Like, I think I have the idea of I should film it all at once. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You can film like one shelf a day kind of thing. And I think that would probably be better than not filming it at all and then it just being like chaos. Look, we got to figure out what works for us. Urban fantasy settings are also really good for like beginner fantasy readers, as the world is familiar, so you have something that feels more familiar while introducing magic and monsters. Good morning, Robin. Oh, my library doesn't have Project Hail Mary. That's wild because it's so popular. Do they at least have the book? Because, like Robin said, it is an Audible original, and I don't know that Andy Weir is interested in um I don't know if like his contract stuff with Audible, like I don't know if he's trying to like I know Matt Dinniman with the Dungeon Crawler Carl series is trying to get away from Audible because he wants his books to be more accessible, but Audible, Amazon, like they're where authors start when they're trying to gain traction because it is a platform that does, speak to the masses. It's where a lot of people are getting some of their books. So, um I know that Matt Dinniman's trying to move his stuff over to, I think Jeff Hayes and him have like a thing called Sound Booth, if I'm not mistaken. So I think, I don't think Andy Weir's interested in switching over. I mean, he's probably wealthy beyond his dreams right now. Good morning, Megan. Hello, Rachella. How are you? Hi, Vasantha. Completely forgot you were sprinting 200 pages into Every Summer After. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. Good morning, Jessica. Hi, Kristen. How are you? Hello, Jen. What a cute little profile picture. Good morning, Bree. Good morning. I have to get my dog walked, coffee and breakfast made, laundry started, and then I'll be continuing on with Legendborn. Very nice. 57%. Woke up early to read. Also, good morning. Read 5 chapters. Amazing progress. Hello to Neil. 80% through DCC 3. Still haven't got out of bed. All good. 4 pages away from being able to submit my first 50 pages of the day. Amazing. This thing says I have 22 minutes left on my audiobook, and I feel like it's taking 10 years to get through. But I think Audible, I think we talked about this last night. Audible and Spotify, if you adjust it to like 2 times speed, it adjusts the time for you, like it does the math for you. So I feel like I've made more progress with the book, but because they've already mathed for me, I haven't. I went grocery shopping and started on the laundry. Very nice. Just getting sorted for the morning. I think I'll start with A Day of Fall and Night when I get to reading. Ooh. Good morning. Woke up, ate breakfast, and did my iced coffee. We'll read Bloodbound next sprint. Heard great things about this book. 24 pages left. You're almost done. Good morning. Joined a little late. My cats demanded their breakfast first. All good. Cats got to get fed first. Had breakfast and getting caffeinated. Did not read much that sprint. Hoping to finish Calling All Creeps next sprint. I'm hoping to finish More of You. And then I think I'm going to switch back to the NetGalley short stories that I got approved for. I like those a little bit better. They have a little bit more substance. It could just be like, I don't know. I'm not really vibing with Tessa Bailey's writing lately. It's just kind of very flat. There's no character progression, and I feel like a lot of these other stories might be the same. Although I am excited for the Jessica Peterson one. Um, I love her writing a lot, but the short story one that I'm reading, the short story is called The Edge of Everything, the collection, and I wish that it would show me all the books in this thing. Let me show you. Hold on. NetGalley. And the good thing is they're like really easy to get through because they're all like an hour each. So they're like 40 pages each. So the first one I read was The Price of Admission. That was really good. Then I finished Back to You by Anne Liang. I have Three of Hearts by Katie Cotugno, Safe Harbor by Nicola and David Yoon, and Julia at the Dive-In by Rainbow Rowell, which I think I'm excited to get to that one next. Yeah, I think these are much better quality and substance than the Summer Lovin' one. Having endless books is a good problem to have. That's true, you know. Good morning. Got up, showered, took Tylenol because I have a massive headache. I hope you feel better soon. Good morning with a yawn. I need to pick up a new book. What are you thinking about, Kendra? Finished Fable for the End of the World. Gave it 3.5 stars. Haven't been able to convince myself to get up yet, but I started a cozy fantasy novella. How to Get a Girlfriend When You're a Terrifying Monster. Oh, that sounds cool. Hold on. How to Get a Girlfriend. Of course. I type in how to get a girl, and then it says how to get a girl pregnant. Some of the titles: How to Get Away with Marriage, All the Cool Girls Get Fired, How to Get a Girlfriend. Here we go. When You're a Terrifying Monster. This looks fun. Is there an audiobook for this? It says coming soon, but that was in 2025. Oh, there probably is an audiobook. Wait, this was part of a series? Oh, this is the author's series. Okay, how to get a date with the evil queen, how to get the girl and not destroy the world. I'm gonna check this out. This looks interesting to me. I love monster romance. I think I'll start Bloodbound by Alice Hunter next. Very nice. 55% into the divorce by Frida. I like how you're just like on a first name basis with Frida. You're like, This is Frida. Sounds like good reads. Yes. I'm definitely going to look into like the audiobooks for these Monster Girlfriend series because they could get some good points. It's LGBTQ. Um, let's see, is there an action word? How to get a girlfriend. I mean, to get is a verb, but well, it's a set of verbs, but there's no actual like verb. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I can't even think of a verb now. Running to the girl. There you go. I've had my coffee and I feel like I haven't. Okay, let's hop into our next sprint. Think we'll do another 45 on the clock. Let me reset this. And I'm going to change the background because I noticed this one had like when it's like a loop, right? So I noticed that when it was done, it had its like Spotify thing pop up. Let me find one. Is this the same one I just did? Yeah, it is. Okay. I clearly like that one. Let me see. This one might be okay. Okay. You're like, what are you guys talking about? Monster Girlfriend book is available via audio. I found it through QLL. Wait, what's QLL? Oh, Queer Liberation Library. Oh, is that a free library? Like you could get a card through? Oh yeah, it says free. Cool. I'll check them out too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Learn something new every day. Okay, let's hop into our sprint. And like I said, 45 on the clock. I'll see you guys in 45. Welcome back, everybody. How was your sprint? I finished my book, S'more of You, and I think I'm gonna give it like 2 stars. It was not interesting. It was cringy. I just don't think Tessa Bailey's my writing style anymore. Every book I've read from her in the last couple of years has been a miss, and it wasn't always that way. Like I 2 stars. I know. It wasn't always that way because I remember when I first started reading her books, I was like, "Oh, this is great." But I don't know if it's like her writing quality has changed or my tastes have changed or maybe both. I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't for me. I didn't vibe with the story. I was very bored. I was just like, when is this going to be over? And I was finding myself much more like wanting to go back to the stories that I was like reading this morning. The that other collection that's on NetGalley right now, The Edge of Everything. I'm finding those stories to be a lot better. Like even though they're just as short, even shorter, they're still packing a better punch. Um, so I don't know. I will give the other ones a try. I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I think, let me see. I was just going in order of like how they came in. So the next one here technically would be Three of Hearts by Katie Cotugno. And the NetGalley thing's like messed up because it says like it'll play and I'm at 2 times speed, but it's already saying I'm like 20% of the book, but I just started it. Like the player is messed up. So this book is an hour and 12 minutes. So I think I'll get through that one pretty quickly. I think I could finish it potentially in the next sprint. But I'm excited to see what this one's about. It has like cards on it. I don't know if you can see those. And Three of Hearts. So it's some sort of, I don't know, I'm going into these blind. So sorry, I just focused myself. I'm going into these blind, um, just kind of seeing if I get any gems as I'm going along. But let's see what you guys got up to. Oh yeah, I also helped my husband set up his library card. Because I told you guys earlier I got the renewal for War and Peace. He had checked that out through my account. And I said, hey, it renewed. And he's like, oh yeah, I still need to set up my library card because he wants to get like the next book he wants to read, but they only have it as audio and ebook, and he wants the physical book. And um, I had to do like an interlibrary loan to see if we could get a physical copy of the book. And he's like, oh, well, if I can't get that, I'll just read your Jane Austen books next. I was like, okay, I'll read them with you. Okay. Um, Hello, hope all is well. How are you today? Hi, Stephanie. Popping in before I get ready for work. Hopefully work's good today. Hi, Jean. Ooh, 87% of Dagger Mouth, but my Kindle's dead, so I'm waiting for it to recharge. I think you're at the point where everything's about to hit the fan. You're gonna be like, what the heck? Like, Nell is reading this book right now, and she messaged me the other day about some characters, and I was like, like I couldn't say anything. And we got to meet HM Wolf this past weekend, so that was like pretty cool. She is so nice. Like she is so down to earth and she's so cool and chill. Like yeah, um she's amazing. And I'll get to see her again next month too, which is fun. Hello, Court. How are you? Good morning to you. Are you awake now? Hello, Shannon. Made friends with the like button. Thanks for popping in. Completely missed the last chat, but I caught up on my admin, watched my bestie's new vlog, and now I'm ready to settle with some serious reading. You got this. I have 5 pages left, so I'm reading while you talk so I can finish it. So technically, I'm finishing my book. Okay, you do that. Yeah, definitely mute me. All good. I hope your next book is much better. We can, I mean, generally we can only go up from here. I don't DNF too many books, but I was looking at my spreadsheet. Where is it? And I'm actually very surprised at because I like to see, let me show you guys. I don't think there's anything like crazy on here that I can't share. Share screen. So this is like the spreadsheet that I use from uh Ally at like all I do is read from Etsy. I don't know if this is hard to see. How do I zoom in? I don't know. But over here, the status. So these are all my finish, and I like when they're grayed out. I hate seeing the red because the red is DNF. So I've DNF'd one, two, three, four so far. So, oh, I could say I finished that. But yeah, then I have like purples to read. I don't really pause books. Like this one I've been reading, I think since last month. I'm reading it very slowly. Yeah, 522. So it's just like it bothers me when I see the red because I'm like I can't clear it off. Like it doesn't look like neat and like finished, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that is, oh gosh, that's how I like track my reading. And yeah, I don't like to DNF too much, but sometimes I do. But like I said, I think it can only go up from here. Ashley said made coffee, made it to 77%. Hello, Cherie. Good morning. Reading Summer Lake by Charlie Donley. Donley. I don't know how to say his name. Hopefully it's good though. I read some of A Day of Fallen Night and I'm having breakfast. Nice. What's for breakfast? Good morning. Almost done with Devon and Chris Plan a Wedding. How is it? Read 20 pages of Discontent. Going to read a little more before heading out for an audiobook walk with my local indie bookstore. This is amazing. I saw that Alexi from Books with Lexi on her Instagram is doing something like this, but she's planning to read a book, like an audiobook while walking all day, I think was her plan. So I don't know how long her audiobook is going to be, but that sounds really fun. Maybe she'll pick something short, I don't know, but that sounds like a good idea. I just wish that it wasn't hot as balls outside. Like I know we've talked about the weather lately. Like on the East Coast, it is insane. Like right now, it's 78 here with a high of 90, but the humidity is what is like atrocious, and there's no wind to kind of like make it feel okay. But I hope you enjoy your audiobook walk. Took Ellie for a walk, got my breakfast ready. What's for breakfast, people? I want to hear. Had lunch. Oh, what's for lunch? Watch some YouTube. Good morning, Geronimo. Just joining, reading Crown Me Yours. I got the audiobook of, I think it's Crown Me Dead, the first one. Is that right? Let me see. I think that's what I have. Yes, Crown Me Dead. And how long is that? It doesn't tell me on here. That's weird. Oh, it does. 8 hours and 36 minutes. That's not terribly long. But I hear like a lot of people are picking up this second book recently. I've heard good things. Good morning, Jen. Still working on my like three book, A Song of Legends Lost. All good. Totally okay to be behind on legs. Everybody reads at their own pace, but you've got this. I enjoyed that book so much. Hope you're liking it. Oh, okay. All right. Good to hear. People are liking this book. I've heard a lot with the Summer Love and Batch. Quite a few duds, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what it is about some of these romance ones. Like even the Valentine's one. I remember reading, what was it, the one by, was it Navessa Allen? When I was just like disappointed. Like it just wasn't good. And like the logic wasn't logicking. Like because it was set in a real world. It wasn't like it was set in a paranormal world or something where you can bend the rules, but it was just like, okay, I think my major complaint, I forget what it was called, Valentine's Slay or something. The girl was like buried alive, and literally the gravedigger guy, I forget their names, but he was like shouting 6 feet under, and she's shouting back, but he's also concerned, like, how long has she been in there? It's been several hours, she's losing air, so then why the heck would you be yelling if you're trying to conserve her air supply? It was just like little things like that I was like, what? Like, why would you be doing that? And even the audiobook production, like the narrator wasn't the like her emotional tone wasn't matching the scaredness of being buried alive. I was like, okay, this fell flat. I sadly doom scrolled most of that sprint. That's a-okay. Sometimes it happens. Having fun. The premise is totally silly, but I can honestly see all of this happening on a reality TV show. Did not read. I have my own readathon happening in July and have to edit a couple more videos for that. So preparing the graphics. Will be knuckling down next sprint. Yep, I feel you. I've got one in August coming up. So if you've got ARCs, ARC August is coming, guys. Got to page 410 of DCC 3. Had to open the retail area for work, so we'll see how much more I get in, but read 5 more chapters. On my 5th review since your sprint, I'm going to try to write a few more. I'm just trying to make myself comfortable because I tore my rotator cuff a month ago in a fall. Oh, Robin, I hope you feel better. I know it's like tough to be in pain, but I hope that you're doing okay. Trying to keep yourself comfortable. At some point, I'll be having a complete shoulder replacement surgery, but for now, I'm just trying to manage the pain, and that's all you can do. Um, I remember when I used to work in a hospital, and we would see people. The specific internship rotation that I was on was like pain management, stroke floor, epilepsy, monitoring unit, anything neuro related. So like sometimes the pain management floor had people come in that were doing like um, limb amputations, and we'd have to talk about pain management. So if there's something called a pain dial, I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like a mindfulness technique that where you're just like imagining like turning down the pain and trying to sit with being comfortable with like a level 5 of pain versus it being a level 10 pain, if that makes sense. Like just kind of recognizing that yes, I'm still in pain and pain is going to exist, but I can also like try to manage the pain and try to be more comfortable and try to alleviate some of this pain as best as I can. Should be in the shower, but I'm trying to edit a fiti. What is a fiti? Fiti real quick. Photo, maybe it's a photo. So maybe I'll get a post up today. I have a couple of things to film today for like collabs, and I'm like, with what time? What did I think I was going to be doing today? Like one of them wants their thing by 11, and I'm like, all right. Luckily, it's really easy. It's literally just like, but I'm like, I gotta clean up and I have a nice background or something. Robin's on DCC 4. HM Wolf is super chill. Yeah, she's phenomenal. I love her. I am existing in my physical space. Breakfast is coming in 5 minutes, then I'll be human. Oh, I love that. Have about 100 pages left in Cuxtall Academy, the beginning. Am I saying that correct? I don't know how to say that. Cuxtall? We're only walking for an hour or so. It's going to be way less intense than that. Yeah, Lexi said, I'm going to go ham. I hope that she's picking something like that's maybe 5 hours or less and she goes on a hike. But like if she's doing like an 18-hour audiobook, that's wild. Just woke up and made coffee. Good morning. Yeah, I'm realizing I may have to get ready early to start prepping the sunscreen and chug some water in advance in the Boston area. Yeah, put your sunscreen on if you're going out this weekend. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. Wear bug spray because I know bugs are out too. Just check yourself for any ticks if you go in a wooded area or just in general. Like make sure that you're safe coming in. Had poached eggs on toast for my brunch. Every weekend I treat myself to something cooked like this or a fry up, aka English breakfast. Ooh, yummy. Breakfast is leftover meal prep, lentil pasta, lentils, veg, and beef. All of it sounds great. I gotta start thinking about lunch soon. I'm from Colorado, but was just on the East Coast for a work conference. The humidity was real. This mountain girl felt smothered. I know, it just feels kind of like you're walking out into a blanket of just moist, is all I can say. I'm doing an audiobook walk with my indie store as well. That's so cool. I'll be walking around, but like around amongst indie authors today, hopefully in a well-conditioned hotel. Because last weekend I went to Imaginarium and they had it at the Washington, no, what is it called? University of the District of Columbia campus, and they didn't have any AC. And I was like, this is hot. And it was humid outside. I was like, what are y'all doing? I hated Valentine's sleigh. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Thinking about making potato pancakes. Have to go to the gym and pick up my grocery order next sprint. You've got this. Finish calling all creeps. Can't wait for Adventure-a-thon and Arc August. Hoping it's open to non-arcs again, though. It will be, yes. So all reading will count. I know that there's going to be bonuses for arcs, submitting reviews, reading like your physical. So like, yeah, I'll have all of that once I figure things out soon. Oh, oh no. Okay, so y'all might want to go check the Discord. Bree is awake. Something has happened in the Face Off announcements channel. I made an omelet, had a cinnamon roll donut. This sounds tasty. Speaking of donuts, what I'm playing with right now is a donut. It's like a squishy thing someone gave me. Like just a, it looks weird when you do this, I know. Thank you. You're welcome. I have about 50 pages left in every summer after, hoping to finish it tonight. You've got this. Yeah, you're welcome, of course. Humidity is like breathing water. It's awful and you're instantly sticky. Yeah, the thing for me is like I wash my hair probably like twice a week. So like every couple of days, and usually when it's like getting really like crappy feeling or cruddy feeling, in between I just try to like freshen it up or whatever. I hate the outside because it makes my head sticky, not sticky. What's the word? Greasy and like wet and stinky. So I feel like in the summer, I just have to wash my hair more, which is not as fun when you have colored hair because it makes the dye like go away faster. Just realized there were sprints going already. Yes, there should be some going on today, like later today as well. So we'll do one more sprint and then we'll head over to Mel's channel. She's going to be starting at 10:30, so like a little over an hour. I just saw it. Oh my OMG. I know I've got to like update some things for my group. Let me actually do that now before I forget. Doot. Save. All right. Amazing. I'm more excited now. I do arcs here and there, but not enough for a readathon. Had so much fun last year. I'm glad. But yeah, I'll have like announcement stuff next. No. What's this month? June. Maybe mid-July is like my goal. I'm trying to put it all together now. Just finished my book, Just Friends. Highly recommend everyone if you haven't read it. Yes, the humidity is disgusting. I live in Rhode Island and it's going to be 92 with high humidity. I'm glad you liked your book, by the way. I watched her like whole process on YouTube of like writing it and going to like publishers to pitch her book, editing, like all that stuff. It was really cool. Even leaving on my cruise out of Boston tomorrow, it's going to be super hot, but it's the best way to cruise out, right? Yeah, hopefully it's like much cooler on the high seas. I feel you. My hair is naturally blonde, so the black dye will wear off quicker. Yeah, it's just frustrating because like you try to. Oh, oh, okay. Things happen. That's all I can say. Oh, 5 stars for Haley's book in May. OMG. Okay. I saw it when it came up on, I think it was NetGalley. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if I requested it or if I had been good and was like, don't request things when you got too many. Like I've been pretty good about that. I've only requested recently these like little novellas because they're literally an hour. So I was like, I could read these very quickly. But most of the other stuff I put on a list that's like to consider so I don't get too crazy. Okay, Team Geronimo, go check the chat. People have updated things. I updated some things. Keep reading, everybody. Hope you're having a fun weekend. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Again, if you're going outside for like audiobook walk day, I don't know if that's like the official name for it, wear your sunscreen. Oh goodness, Bree. Hydrate. Oh my gosh. Bree posted some crazy stuff, so y'all go check that out. We're gonna go on a sprint. It's not at all suspicious when Vanessa's side eyeing her other screen. Yeah, over here is my Discord screen, and Bree is just like she's probably sitting here in chat like ha 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 ha. Yeah, yeah, she just dropped something. So, okay, we're gonna go to a sprint now, because that's just some crazy stuff that I even need to process. Okay, how do I get over there? All right. Oh, I gotta share it with you guys again. I forgot. Okay. All right, 45 minutes, and then we're going to rapid fire talk and then go over to Mel's channel. Okay, I'll see you guys in 45. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This was our last sprint, by the way. Um, if you did not see, there may have been some things that happened in Discord. Good morning, Bree, by the way. So definitely go check those out. Go check on the status of your team, the health bar of the villains. Potentially some new ones have been discovered. So all the good stuff. After we wrap up here, we are going to head over to Mel's channel. It is set up to redirect there, so you don't technically have to do anything, but if you do want to click on something, here are Mel's sprints, and definitely go over and support her channel and everything. So, what did I get up to that sprint? I read most of this book or listened to it, Three of Hearts by Katie Cotugno. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Um, it's it's okay. Like it's what is it about? It's kind of like this group of three friends who they like go to I think college together and they become like instant friends and then two of them start dating each other and just like stuff happens with um health and life and the girl who's not in the relationship is like trying to navigate being in the friendship with this relationship going on as well. So it's definitely very interesting. There's a lot of emotions going on. It's a new release, like it's not out yet. It's coming out soon. I think the 25th. Let me check. No, 23rd. So it's a new release. Making my way through these arcs though. So yeah, I'll probably finish this when I'm gonna go shower and get ready and leave for the little book festival event. Again, I don't know what it is. It's not really a convention, just gathering. And yeah, I'll go to that and try not to melt. But I'll probably finish this while I'm getting ready. I'm confused how this thing is working because I was listening and it said I had 45 minutes left, but then the now it says 51 minutes left, and then the little timer at the bottom, the progress bar at the bottom says 20 minutes left, and I'm 300 and no, 3,887% complete. This thing's all messed up. This is like through the NetGalley app. Anyways, what did you guys get up to? Let me see. Okay, next sprint, I think I'm gonna finish packing so then I can just read the rest of the day. I love this. I'm so excited for you and your cruise. Bree is popping off with the chaos. I'm glad you saw, so definitely go check it out. Hi Deb, how are you? Nothing to see here. Sure, sure. Hi, Quinn. I knew 7 a.m. was going to be a stretch for me. Anyway, good morning. Ready to read for Geronimo today. Need fuel first, then it's go time. Exciting. Yes. So if you're looking to sprint some more, like I said, Mel is going to be sprinting. I'm ending here soon, but this is Mel's sprint if you want to, hang out with her for, I don't know how long she's going for. I don't know if she ever said. Let me see if anyone else is sprinting today. Yes, Tori at 5:30. I don't know if Mel's gonna go till 5:30, but she could surprise us. Listen to Kiss Her Once for me while eating and getting ready for the day. Have about 15 minutes left. You got this. Only got through 2 chapters that sprint. 2 chapters is great progress. Went by so quick. It really did. 50 pages, still need to submit. Finally started reading 25 pages. Gotta put the groceries away. Finished every summer after. I love how a lot of you are finishing things this morning. Managed to put my phone down and read on page 240 of Fury Bound. Hi, Nell. How are you? Gonna start the show. Thank you for joining. NetGalley app and Math Don't Mix. Yeah, I don't know. Lately, their audiobook stuff, I don't really do a lot of their ebook stuff on their app unless the formatting is better than the Send to Kindle version. But yeah, the NetGalley app itself is just like all kinds of wonky. Like, I don't get it. Ate breakfast and read a chapter. I'm good. Just woke up and you're already ending. Yeah, I started at 7. Um, and then I'm ending now because Mel is gonna start sprinting at 10:30. And also I gotta go somewhere. So, um, yeah. Hopefully you guys had a great productive morning. And like I said, these will just redirect to set you up to go over to Mel's, so you'll be waiting for about 15 minutes. But this is a good reminder to go fill up your water, get some coffee, some tea, like hydrate yourself, caffeinate yourself, get some breakfast, stretch, go to the bathroom, switch over your laundry, take your meds, like all the fun stuff, all the adult things that we got to do. And thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate so many of you joining. Like even at 7 a.m., I was very surprised to see how many of you are on. My books always end at 1:03 to 1:30. Yes, generally, I feel like this is what I see. This is like the first set of books I've seen go to like over 1,000. It's crazy. Almost done with Monster Girlfriend 1 and on the search for the rest of the series. That's exciting. I did put this on my TBR, so my library has it and I can check it out through them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I am going to end now and go get ready, but I will see you guys hopefully soon. I don't know if I can join sprints this weekend with my friend coming from New Zealand joining, like being here. Maybe she'll join me on the screen. I don't know. But okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.